What? What you laughing
Your
at?
accent. Look fucked up. Like,
I don't think I have an accent.
it come out in certain words.
Oh, okay.
Like George, y'all got a certain southern accent in Georgia. Everybody from the south don't sound the same. Y'all got different southern accents.
Georgia
Like
sounds different. Oh, everybody sounds
Georgia
different.
sound different, and Charlotte sound different, and Arkansas and Texas. It's all the sound
Oh
of
yeah,
southern,
Arkansas is
but it's
country as
different.
hell.
Like y'all like skip y'all C's and shit. You know what I mean? It'd be cool though. Like I was a big Ti fan, so I like that shit. I like how you play with the lean on the
Well, that
accent.
mean I'm sleepy. My
Y'all be like, yo,
Well,
don't get
like,
y'all got me fucked up. Like, you know what I mean? Y'all just skip the whole C. Like,
ain't
you
no
know?
CK in it.
Nah, that shit is out of there.
Kim.
FUD.
Bitch ass. Like, you know, everything got an H behind y'all shit. You know what I mean?
Hey, Nigel, did too hard, bruh.
Man, shout out Nigel. Shout out everybody here. Shout out Unspoken. We in the A.
Anyway, okay.
Well. Today, we're talking about dealing with ex-partners. The green lights, the red flags. First question. What are some boundaries necessary when maintaining contact with ex-partners?
You want to go first? Or
I
you?
want you to go first.
I mean, the boundaries, you know, you just got to know that it's a different situation. And it depends on the situation. Do you have children with your ex-partner? So I guess if you have children with them, then it's like, it should be about that. You know, it shouldn't be too much time spent at funny times of the night that don't involve the child. You know what I'm saying? Just basic decency, basic common respect, you know, and just draw the line where you need to draw the line. What you think?
I didn't even consider children. Darn. But I do agree. And this is a recent change. In the past, I'm like, talk to him, whatever. My loyalty is with my partner, not the ex. But as of late, I'm not a fan of you talking to your ex. And if you are, it does need to be a certain time where it's cut off. Y'all can't be kikiing on the phone at 3 a.m. Like, what are y'all even talking about? That couldn't wait till tomorrow. But when it comes to the children, yeah. But I don't think you can really turn that off. They have to always be available for the ex if a child is involved, I think.
But that's why outside of children, what other reasons should you be in touch with your ex? Like, why does your ex-girlfriend have to be notified by your current, like why does that relationship have to continue?
Yeah, I agree.
Once I have an ex, they're an ex. The only reason I deal with my ex is the one that I have a child with. If it wasn't for that, we wouldn't be in touch. So I don't even see that's why I brought up children, because it's like, what other reason would you be in touch with your
Do
ex?
y'all
Unless
only,
y'all got business or
y'all only
something.
talk about the child? Do you like speak about your well-being and things like that?
I mean, that's natural. It depends on the dynamic of the relationship, how well y'all get along. Like, if y'all not beefing, you're not beefing. So whoever you're talking to, if you have a decent rapport, the conversation can spill into other things. That's just a natural state of comfortable talking.
Yeah.
But you got to know still when to draw the line. But if y'all cool, it ain't gonna just be like, hey, you got my daughter, you got my, hey, how your children, how your daughter doing, how your son doing, or what's the name, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? But that's just because y'all get along. But if y'all have children, that's the main reason why y'all talking. So you have to be mature if you got dealing with somebody with children, because that come with that.
Yeah.
So it's all about your comfort level in your relationship with your partner, how far along y'all trust each other.
It's one of the questions. Can you police that conversation? Like, how do you feel about policing the conversation? Would you rather them not speak to their ex at all?
Using the word police in a relationship never works out for me. I think you gotta trust who you with. Like, I don't think you police that, no. Because if this becomes a problem, it's gonna find you. You ain't gonna have to find that.
For sure, 100%. I agree.
Yeah.
Now I have a side question. You put it with an obligation. Does your answer change when there's no obligation, no children involved? It's just an ex.
At that point, then I don't feel like it needs to be contact to the degree that it alarm or affect your relationship. No, because why they're ex for a reason. Unless y'all have a business together. Like, you see them in passing, that's something else. But or maybe a just an emergency. Y'all might have a common friend. They passed, or something happened with them. You heard about what happened to so and so, or something you're interested in. They're like, I know she like this sports team and they won a Super Bowl, just anomalies. But this my ex, we was real close. But y'all not married, y'all don't have no children. Like, no, we ain't doing that shit.
Even if you're by yourself, that stays the same whether you're with yourself or if you have a new partner. You're not going to talk to your ex.
If I'm by myself, I'm by myself. I can talk to who I want to talk to.
Okay.
But if I'm in a relationship, no.
Okay.
Because if we still talking, we probably need to be together at that point. I only talk to my ex like that. I don't do it.
I don't either now.
You ain't set your boundaries. Don't talk to that ass at all.
Right. Keep standing on that. Okay.
I mean, here and there, but it's not to the point where they mean so much that they have to be a part of everything I do moving forward.
Okay. Yeah.
Like,
When you
yeah,
put
let
it
me
like
introduce,
that.
them goofy people. Let me introduce you to my ex. Why? What are you talking about? Why I need to meet them?
I agree.
They bring them to the events and shit. Like,
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
we like family. No, you not. Y'all not family.
Okay.
Family don't do what y'all. You know what I'm saying? It be people that be doing that. Y'all know what I'm saying? People be doing that dumb shit.
Been there, done that.
See?
Never doing it again.
Okay, so how can past relationships impact current ones, and how should they be discussed?
Oof. I think it could only really be impacted, well, of course, with your experience with a person, but if you do keep that contact, because I feel like you shouldn't be dating a new person if you're still getting over the last one. So I think the only way it can impact a new relationship is if either you haven't tied up those loose ends, you haven't healed from it, or you still communicate with them.
Kids, or you still want to be with them. That's it for me, man. Kids is children, or you still want to deal with them. It's really that black and white with me.
Okay.
Why else would you want to be like? Why? If they're fulfilling, if you man and a female is fulfilling something that your girl don't fulfill, you don't need to be with your girl or the girl you talking to. Because if she was enough, you wouldn't have a girl. You need to be by yourself. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like there's no need to go to the past.
And what was the second part of the question?
How should they be discussed? Past relationships.
I do think when you start a new relationship with someone, you should be transparent, like as much as possible. Even I love uncomfortable conversations when it comes to new people because I don't want you to find out a sore spot for me once we get into an argument or something. So I think that if you have any traumas or trigger points, you should address that with your new person. Not so they can tiptoe around it, but just so they'll know. So if you had a bad relationship prior to them, I think you should be vulnerable and open and say exactly how it went and how you were affected because they won't know how to, I guess, deal with you in a sense, or they won't know what you've been through, so they won't do the same thing. But that's just me. I'm just really honest, like down to every detail I'm going to tell you, even if you don't ask. So I want the same thing in return. Tell me everything they did to you and what you did too. And don't lie because I'm going to find out.
I feel you. I don't know if I feel like I need to, unless something really traumatic happened during my relationship with this person, I don't feel the need to have to talk about my ex in any capacity unless you ask me, like, so how was your ex?
I was
It's like,
going to say that.
oh, I'll tell you. But I don't feel like, so yeah, let me tell you about my ex. Like, unless something really crazy happened, now I can tell you about my life because your life is going to tell more about your trigger points than your previous relationship because everybody's different. My trigger points are my trigger points. My ex didn't create them. They just knew how to get to them. So once you know me, you'll know it's about knowing my life more than about knowing who I was with previously because what I'm doing is a reflection of what they are. So if you're not that, then what we went through don't even matter because you're not going to even bring what they brought out of me because you're different. So just get to know me, not my previous relationship. Now the parental relationship, that's something different. I think that's more of a relationship that people should talk about more than my previous ex, unless there was some extreme trauma there, in my opinion.
When you say the parental relationship, you mean how you co-parent and things like
Know
that?
how you was raised and your relationship with
Okay.
your parents. Like to me,
Okay.
that's the more. Not try to change the question, but that's more to me a relationship I want to know about.
So you don't think that someone in your previous relationship mold, they can mold how you think in a way? You don't think that they can shift how you think at all? Or how you deal with the people after them, I guess?
In some cases, but like I said, unless something happened, like
It has to be something big.
it had to be something that really stood out because people are. I think people kind of see things similarly. So I don't think it's a big unless something traumatic happened. Like yo, me and her, it was abusive. You know what I'm saying? We used to fight like. So sometimes when you hit me at night, I might think, some PTSD type of stuff.
Okay.
But as far as just we didn't get along or we wasn't meant to be, then get to know me as a person.
So you're able to separate.
Now, in some cases, I feel like to know what type of person you was with more so than the dynamics of it. Because if I know the type of person you was with, I can kind of put two and two together. For example,
Yeah.
if a girl say my ex was very religious, he was into a religion, I could be like, okay, I could know what dynamics might come for that over the top or not. If she could say, well, he was into the streets. Okay. So what type of guy you was with is more important than what happened because I could kind of figure out what happened. You know what I'm saying? So that matters more so than
Okay.
everything else. So yeah, I guess it does to an extent.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Okay. I like that.
That makes sense?
It makes sense.
To me, it does. Yeah.
But y'all, okay, because you an advanced type of guy, sir.
Yeah, we
You
learned
talking
it
too
early
nasty.
on.
Me, I'm not that mature. I'm
They're
sorry.
not.
We're not. So
They're not.
you don't think that most people bring baggage in from how their last relationship went?
I do.
Yeah, you're gonna bring baggage from every relationship you was with, but it ultimately stems from your upbringing and things you went through in your adolescence and how those things bled into how you dealt with life in general. So I think that's more of the time period that needs to be discussed because that's going to tell you what led to the pathology that led to the choices you made. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So a person who came from a perfect background, a totally sane person, they link up with a terrible background person.
Define perfect background.
They've never had a bad experience in life. Everything is rainbows and butterflies to them. And then they meet this narcissist and they ruin their life. That can't change their trajectory and how they deal with relationships. Or they're going to leave that bad person and just like, oh, that was just a hiccup in the road.
No, of course, experience is going to change you.
Yeah.
But your experience and how you gauge your experience is based on your natural expectation of the world you're around. If you live in a bubble, then you need to figure out a way to understand that this reality of mine is not reality. So I can understand the world outside of my world. That's something you need to do as an individual. That's why you ever notice in certain movies like Batman, he was rich, but he on purpose put himself in a position where he wasn't to understand reality for real. Not saying you got to go to that extreme, but if
People not going to do that.
but they should because
They're not. People like their bubble. They don't want to go outside their comfort zone. But I get what you're saying, though.
But that's cool if you're going to be with yourself for the rest of your life. Once you go like this, once you extend your arm outside of 2 feet of yourself, guess where you just went out? Outside your bubble. So life is outside the bubble.
Real quick.
You know what I'm saying? The bubble is in your life, in your house, in your own place. Like life is outside of that. So you gotta go outside the bubble.
Yeah, like I said earlier, I believe that you have an ability to, like, okay, say that happened. That was an experience. Let me go on to the next. I think that you could do that very well. I recently learned to do that. But I think the average person, they are going to carry whatever hurt they had in their previous relationship to the next one. I just feel like that's what the average person is going to do.
We all gonna carry our hurt, but
I'm talking about all of it.
no, we do. It doesn't go away. But how you manage it and how you deal with it stems back to how you were raised and how you were, what was you raised to depend on a solution for when you're down, when you're out, when you're feeling low. What was the solution that was given to you to get over that? Because pain don't go away. You just learn to live with it and you learn to not use it as something that makes you give others pain. It's not about it going away. I mean, not saying it's easy, but
no, that's true. That's true. I agree.
It don't go away. Everything I went through, it still sit with me today. But am I going to use it to just spew hate and destruction on everybody I see? No. But do I feel that way? Do you have moments where you be like, yo, people just don't understand? But everybody going through something.
Okay, so a slight gear change.
Of course.
Switching the road. What are healthy ways to handle jealousy or insecurity related to ex-partners?
Get out the relationship because you're not going to get over it.
Depends on what you're talking about. And I agree with you. But I think some things is crazier than others when it comes to from the female perspective and the male perspective. And it's a test of maturity.
You're asking like if him and I were dating and then I was jealous of the woman before me, like how do I deal with that? Is that what we're saying?
I don't think it's so much as that. I think so. When I read the question, I'm thinking like, okay, so I was talking to a dude who was a hoe, if not a hoe, a flirt, and now I've broken up with him, but now I kind of be on edge anytime my new niggas like talking to him. You know, I'm like, is this? Should I be jealous of this shit? Like, it's
Okay.
giving me a little anxiety about it because I had to deal with some shit like that from the past.
I think you need to seek therapy and you shouldn't be dating.
I think you got to question what you're attracted to at that point. Because if you met somebody that did what the last person did, it's because they remind you of the last person. So that's why you like, yo, he was cool like you, she was cool like you. So maybe you need somebody that's cool, but not necessarily that's their main thing. Maybe you need to adjust what you're looking for. Because people are who they are. If you keep running into that, that means that's what's catching your eye. And we all do that. It ain't like, I'm above that. But that's what it is, though. We got to call it for what it is. We like what we like, but you got to understand what come with what we like. Some people like a certain woman that they know a little toxic, but they feel like the good outweigh the toxic. To the next person, the toxic might outweigh the good with her. Everybody got a toxic tolerance these days. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
So it's like, what's your toxic tolerance? You know what I mean?
My shit is low. I know that's not a question. My toxic tolerance is low.
And it should be.
I'm problem free. I don't want no drama. Please leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah, that's what we all say, but
I don't like toxic, man. I don't like that. I don't like jealousy either. If I don't really like resonate with that emotion, if I were to ever even get a glimpse of it, I would just stop dealing with that person. Because you're taking me outside of my character. That ain't even me to be jealous of nobody. So I gotta do it.
But toxic isn't just like,
I'm talking about jealousy. I ain't talking about toxic. I switch gears again. But yeah,
okay, jealousy. I mean,
this question right
I'm
here.
not the jealous type. You can make somebody jealous by doing stuff intentionally, but I feel like just like, because I met women and be like, yeah, I used to deal with this football player and all that. It's like, that's
Good for
cool
you.
because whatever he did, I ain't do that. You right here, so like that. I don't feel nothing about that. Like I'd be cool. I'd be like, oh, why are you there to do that? It was worth that much? Shit. And you chilling with me? Hey, I'm winning. You feel me? Because it's like I ain't doing that shit. So jealousy was never my thing. Like I feel like unless a woman's going out her way to like make you feel like less of a man, that's something else. But just because you had a guy that did this better than me, or something like,
Yeah, if you're going out your way to make me jealous, you out of here. You're done. So like, what are you doing? That's some lame shit. You gotta get out of here. No.
jealousy is like, that's corny. That's one of them traits that's kind of played out. It's like, why you every time somebody goes swing, you tripping like that? She just spoke to me, you tripping like that shit corny as hell. Like that's some 95 shit.
90, like the year
Yeah, that's some
1995.
95 shit.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna take that some 95 shit.
Well, I mean, jealousy, I think, plays part in insecurities.
And that's personal.
Yeah.
That ain't my problem. That means you need to deal with what you're dealing with. Because if you feel like everybody got an issue because you feel away, then that's because you feel away. Like you are dealing with people that make you feel insecure. So deal with different people that don't make you feel like that. They may be missing 2 degrees in the swag department or the whatever department, but that's reality. This damn dating social media world, dating app world, they're trying to make that reality like that. Shout out to the Balloon Pop Show. It's a cool show. But the concept of it shows you that they're trying to take online dating and make that reality. Popping a balloon is no different than swiping. Like that's not
true.
reality. They want to get away from courting. No, it'd be dope. They had a little 5-minute session where they talked to the person one-on-one, and then did the balloon pop. Instead of just looking at them. Oh, I don't like your shoes. Oh, you make 80,000 a year, really? Yeah, but you popped the balloon because I ain't had the right pants on. Some stupid ass shit like that.
Yeah.
Like you can't fix that. That's
Yeah.
stupid. You know what I'm saying? So it's like these shows though, it exposes what's inside of people. You are vain, you are superficial, and that's what you are. And that's what you think gonna come with that? Love.
No.
That's the last thing you about to get. But you were supposed to do what? You only liked me because I had a nice car and I was a rental though. I wasn't even mine. That's what you fell in love with. That's something about you. I don't say nothing about you. Lied. No, you lied. You lied to yourself. You feel me? So yeah, that's that. People gotta be real with themselves.
We
To
know,
the
yeah.
young people listening, he said an old school word, courting. That means dating. All right, he was raised around
Something I
somebody
don't know
grandma.
about.
Hey man, I mean, yeah.
Last question. Y'all touched on it earlier, but I guess we want y'all to expound on it a little bit more. How does co-parenting with an ex impact new relationships and family dynamics?
It ain't for the weak. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they got more than one. Like, and it's for grown folks because your relationship is a lot of times dependent on their relationship. So you got to know what you're getting yourself into. You know, I don't care what you're dealing with. Their ex can definitely throw their energy off. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know it's not all people, but I know I've been through that. Like sometimes when I'm not getting along with my child's mother, that that's a weak spot for me. Like that bothers me a lot. Like not because I want to be with the person, but it's just something that's like it's an unsettling feeling that could bleed into your current person. Now y'all arguing it, you know. So it's like it's a lot with that. So you just got to really know what you get yourself into, and you have to have an amicable relationship with that ex because the person that you with now, they're putting their love and trust in your hands, and you don't know how that could affect. You know what I'm saying? So it's just for grown-ups. You know, it ain't for everybody.
I've graduated to grown up hood a little bit.
So he's speaking like he may have a child.
Yeah, I got
At
it.
least,
We
okay.
spoke
So
about it earlier, yeah.
tell us about how it's affecting someone like you. You're on the opposite end of the spectrum, right? You don't have a child.
Yeah, no, in the past, I was like totally against like no kids, no kids. And not because of the child and the guy that I'm pursuing, but because of their relationship with the other parent. Like, is she over you? Is she okay with you dating someone new? I've had bad experiences from that when I tried. So it kind of like shied me away from it. So I had stopped for a moment. And then shortly after I tried again, and it's just always something. So, like you said, you have to have like that clear communication with the other parent. And I don't know how you would prove that to me, but I would really need to know that y'all aren't anything but co-parenting. Just being on the receiving end or dating the father, it was kind of difficult. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, why am I here? I ain't got no kids. Like, why am I picking up this baggage? My bag's empty. It's just me. So it was kind of trying. It was difficult. I ain't gonna lie, and I did not want to do it afterwards. I was like, never again. But as I get older, I realize that the likelihood of me being with someone who has a child is greater. But I didn't like it. I didn't. So I would prefer a man to have that solidified, have y'all to the side. And for me, you can't have no child under like 5.
Yeah, I'm on that same. That's tough.
I need to make sure y'all are.
That's fresh. That's too fresh.
And y'all really could be done, but I gotta make sure. Cause I've had connections with people I ain't even got children with. So yeah, I don't know. And 5 is pushing it for me. I want to say preteen, but that's a lot. I've seen a life that I did not want to live.
Uh,
5.
where the hell did you meet their parent at? Like when you to the point you already dating already, like at 6.
But I do also see I gauge a guy how he deals with fatherhood and parenting. That's very attractive to me. Like once I date you, I've noticed, and I'll see how they interact with the parent and how they prioritize being a father. I do like that part. I'm like, okay, he's really serious about this. Like he's not folding on this fatherhood thing, and I don't want you to. That should be your priority. I think that's good too. But the 5,
Nah, I think sometimes people be focused on too much. They still dealing with the person more so than how they dealing with them. Like as long as they get along, that's the most important
the
thing. Like,
parents.
yes, if they get along, then I'm good. Like I don't.
I really want her to be married. I saw a clip. I saw a clip this week on social media somewhere. A guy said he wouldn't date a woman with a child unless the father was deceased. And I said, whoa, wow. The man got to be out of the picture. He was like, that's how he know for sure that they done with each other. And I said,
That don't
okay.
mean they done. You could be grieving over somebody.
Right.
That's even worse. You can't even fight that. You fighting a ghost. You like what you?
Fighting a ghost is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want her to be married. I want her to.
I just want you to get along with them. Y'all be cool, have a good relationship. Hey,
That says a
that's
lot too.
it.
If
That's all
y'all
I can
not in
ask.
a
Anything
good
more than that.
space, I don't like that either.
You said what?
If you're not in a good space with the parent of your child, I don't like that either.
That's what I'm saying. I'm all focused on y'all getting along or not.
Yeah.
Like all that other stuff, that works itself out. Y'all cool, I'm cool.
Yeah.
Cause it's too much. It ain't for the weak.
Oh, child. Yeah, I want me to
But you ain't got no children, huh?
No.
That's what's up, man. That's rare. That's like surviving a war and get shot. You know what I mean? These days, because I know mad people with a lot of children, so I commend people. Children are beautiful, though. They're beautiful, but don't rush
I was
it.
in the
Take
war
your
and I
time.
did not get shot.
Sound like being in a war, you got shot.
I'm just saying,
And then you got a Nobel Peace Prize for being in the war.
and surviving, you got a Purple Heart. Yeah, I'll give you that. I'll go with that because you survived, like you survived this over sexualized generation with no children. Get a Medal of Honor.
I don't be hunching. I told you.
There's
what's
not many
up.
of us out there, baby.
I don't be
I
hunching.
mean, a lot of us got children, man.
Gotta be a stepmom.
Are you gonna be the cool auntie?
I am a cool auntie.
You know, that's the cool uncle and auntie is like the new pops and moms. Like that's the new dope role,
My
man.
nephew
The
fuck with
cool uncle, man.
Shout out to us. I just left my niece. She love me down.
me. Down.
They Cool projecting uncles a and lot of people aunties. gonna be single like in Atlanta years. Like that.
They are saying that.
You think the population about to drop like
Oh, for
tremendously?
sure, because I think our generation, they don't really want to. I know a lot of people who don't have kids. Our generation don't want to reproduce for some reason. I mean, we can't afford it, but yes, the population gonna drop. We not having as many kids.
It's the system that wants us not to have children. Have babies. Make babies, not war.
I think
Both
you
of the
should
ones I
have
get
babies
shot.
if you're married. Like I just feel like babies should be in a relationship. If you're not if you're not trying to be married, I don't think that's the point, man.
So don't be Future and don't be Cam and don't be in.
No, now if you got the means to sustain it, then do it. I want to be in love with the mother
I
and the
still don't think
kids.
that's right. If you got the money, you shouldn't be out here fucking nutting at every bitch left and right because you got the money.
I mean, that's I can't. I mean, I would. Let me say this. If you have the means and you have a rapport with the woman, we ain't gonna say like it's you passing out flyers like, oh, you want to get pregnant, you want to get pregnant. Like we ain't talking about that. We talking about I'm already dealing with you. I'm already dating you. You're my girl to a degree. I want to have children. I have money. I have resources. I have information. I want to transfer my mind and my wealth to my children, and I want to use you as women that I'm already dealing with to do that. I don't think that's nothing wrong with that if they agree to that. To me, that's what a man. That's what that. I mean, like I said, they have a rapport. Now, if it's just some random, like if you have a rapport with these women already, I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. Cause they're definitely gonna be taken care of. Like everything is getting taken care of. So if everything is getting taken care of, the only thing that can make things go wrong is ego and narrative. Because in reality, the children are taken care of, the women are taken care of, everything is taken care of.
But that's going to go back to your point about earlier with how you were raised. You weren't raised by your father because he was across the ocean with the other baby.
Nah, but they all live in his house, so they not across the ocean. The children live in his house.
Who is he?
Cam Newton.
I'm talking about the others.
What's the other? I mean, some
The Nick
people.
Cannons and the Illy Chappers.
I mean, and I'm not
That's not going to affect them dating in the future because their daddy wasn't there.
because they daddy was what?
He wasn't there. He can't be with all them all the time.
He don't need to be because women are say men it's women that got men husbands that's around all the time and that's not enough. They'd rather take resources over presence. It's been proven.
How?
I'm not saying presence don't matter, but a man's presence is different. He has a presence of he's the corrector and the protector. That doesn't need constants like love and affection do. That's what you got. So what you need is constant. What I need is that ain't even a raising. That's biology and nature. That's science. That's beyond
This is
emotion.
a random question I want to ask. I meant to ask you before. If you're dating a woman and you both have kids but outside of each other, can she go on a vacation with her baby's father and the kid for like his birthday or something?
Absolutely not.
Victor said for his birthday.
Why would she want to do that? Now, if he has a woman and you have a woman, we do the family thing, this
Like,
co-parenting
y'all
bonanza
go.
or some shit. Yeah, we can do that, but no, hell no,
Okay.
absolutely not.
Just want to stir the pot a little bit.
Well, just a little bit.
All right. So let's sum this shit up.
I forgot we were filming.
Dealing with ex-partners. Let's say some positives. Let's say some red flag shit about it. Sum it up for the
You said some positive things
yeah.
about dealing with an ex.
Yeah.
Positive things about dealing with the ex. Oh, that's what I'm saying. Cause this is the baseline for me. If there's not children involved, I don't see the reason why the ex has to be present in my current relationship. So that's why. So I'm glad you said co-parenting. The positive things is if we get along, it's all going to be positive because I'm only going to say positive things. I'm only going to bring positive energy because we get along. I'm not going to try to make her look bad to her man. She's not going to try to make me look bad to my current woman. So if the relationship good, I think everything else comes under that. And the positive thing is that y'all could be able to do things together as a family, like, you know what I mean, functions and things like that, you know.
I know you have a lot of new stipulations and goals you're trying to reach. I just don't want to block those. Fuck them niggas. All right. If he ex, he don't want nothing but some cat and don't get to him. There's no reason for him to be there. I don't care if he's on the side of the road, broke down, AAA. I can't do nothing for you. I probably want to be praying for you.
And I love when a woman thinks like that. I was trying to be positive, but hell yeah, fuck that nigga. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you mess with the new one, yeah,
You
do that.
feel it, nigga.
But
Like,
if that's why I said when you got children there, outside of children, I don't think.
and it better be for them kids. Y'all know what my biggest fear is? Like, if I'm with a dude, they got a kid, and it's like 3:00 in the morning, and baby mama call and be like, "Hey, little John, and then I see you."
I
I'm
ain't
like,
never got that
fuck,
call.
damn. I can't say no. Go see that little nigga. Do I have to go?
Somebody hit you with that?
No.
I was about to
That's
say
a
that they
fear.
definitely lied. Nah, ain't nobody calling you 3 in the morning for little John.
It's
I
a
ain't never got that call. Never.
I hope you don't.
They calling for Big John.
Never mind.
Ain't nobody call you for their kids at 3 in the morning.
Who they calling for? Say it again.
Big John John?
Right there.
Big John John?
You talking to him?
Oh, say who they calling
Big
for?
John.
So somebody gonna be in ICU, but it ain't the damn.
Yeah, I have to grow into that.
That man.
No, I agree. That's why I said I didn't want to date men with kids. But if I'm dating you at a certain, I don't want to meet your child until we're further down anyway. So if I'm dating you, I want to be dating for a little while before I even meet your children.
Me too. I ain't in the rush to do that. But it depends on the situation. Because it's like if the child is older, I feel like if they in their teens, I'm more likely to hear something at 3 in the morning. But if that child is a little child and you call in 3 in the morning, that's a problem. Because they need to be asleep. What the fuck is somebody on the 5 up after 3 in the morning for? That don't make no sense.
Maybe they swallowed a Lego.
Because they up. They need to be asleep. Motherfuckers don't know what to do with their kids too. That's another conversation. Why is your child up at 3 in the fucking morning if he's 3 years old? What are you doing? He was playing the game. No. See, it get deeper than that. See, if they older, then that 3 in the morning should have fly. They some little kids though. They supposed to be asleep.
But if they're older, then they could just call you.
But yeah, but even so, if it's an emergency, the parent gonna be called if it's an emergency. It might be an emergency where they can't call you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying they're more likely.
A dude I was dating, I think she said what's too soon. But a dude I was dating, he had just got a divorce. And in their clause of the divorce, it said that neither partner could, the kid couldn't meet either one of their new partners until 8 months in. Like it was in their divorce papers. So when she was saying, she asked what was too soon.
You good. I'm just taking pictures. You talking about them?
Right, I was listening to her. I was telling him I was dating a guy. He had just got divorced, and in their divorce shit, it said that neither the kid can meet neither one of your partners until 8 months in. And that's what I'm referring to.
Right.
Like if I just got done fuck you and we 4 months in, like, no, I'm not going to the house. I ain't supposed to be with this nigga.
Right.
I'm not supposed to meet your child. You're not supposed to be hunching.
I think that says a lot about the actual parent, the respect level they have for their child when you do, because that's your child is to a parent. I'm not a parent, but to see other parents with their children, that's like sacred grounds to them. So if you,
Yeah,
I don't get a much to introduce my children.
I feel like they're not a real parent at that point. Because
yeah. Once I meet your child, that is my child. If I'm fucking with you,
Right.
if I haven't met your child yet, we're not that serious. I'm not going.
Yeah, I don't want. Yeah, I think people do that too fast.
I'm your girlfriend. Then I want to meet your child.
4
I'm your
months.
girlfriend.
I don't know.
It take a minute. It's gonna take a while.
I don't want to be nobody until after a year, baby.
Me too. Thank you.
I gotta make sure we learn.
Yeah.
I gotta make sure we in.
You gotta be. It ain't about nobody right now because this the thing you gotta realize.
Cause you're not gonna keep coming in. Even with my nephew, when I date dudes, my nephew not even my child. He's 12 years old. I don't even let my nephew meet dudes that I be going out with. Like if I go to the movies or if I go to, we went to some little animated thing. My nephew can't even meet these niggas because I don't want him to just remember. I just remember so many niggas in and out her life. Nobody stayed like, and then be dudes I knew for years and that I don't fuck with no more. And you really can't gauge that. But 4 months is crazy. That's crazy. I don't even know you for real in 4 months.
I don't want to meet your children yet.
I don't either.
Or your family.
No. And niggas be thinking like when they let you meet their mama that means something. They don't mean a motherfucking thing to me. It don't mean nothing to me when I meet your
But
mama.
this the thing. When it's early, you it's like a probationary period. So whatever is associated with you can turn me off from you because it's early.
It's too early.
But the more I'm around you, the more cachet you got to where somebody
Yep.
can't really change how I view you because I know you for myself. I'm still getting to know you, so your family can make me look at you in a good or worse light, or your child, or the relationship with your child. Because a lot of
Four
people be
months is
thinking they
crazy
good
though.
parents and they not like they not like we all define it differently. I just want to get to know the person first for a long time.
Y'all good, y'all. I'm gonna get y'all stand up right in a minute.
I don't know what happened with camera 4.
No,